Wasn't happy with the way his side were building up there. In his fourth stint now as Posh Boss. 4 promotions with the club, 3 EFL trophies, including in the last 2 seasons back to back. Certainly has a bond with this football club, no question. Nelson. Such an attractive pass to Wanya Marcel. Marcel drives it across the face of goal. It's more like it from Leicester City.
Yeah, fantastic bit of play, a bit more direct with the long diagonal from Ben Nelson over to Wanya Marcel. And Wanya does really well there.
How nice was that? Sweetly done from Wanya Marcel. This is Jake Evans, looking to get the run on Nevin. Into the feet of Skip. It's going to be set here for Thomas. Oh, drives it goalwards, but there was always backspin and lift on it, and over the crossbar it goes.
Yeah, Wanya Marcel over that far side, lovely feet.
Managed to lift the ball in towards the yard line. Nodded away by Bade Aluko. Keller with the switch for Peterborough. Well, we've not seen too many of those from Peterborough United so far here in Seagrave. First shot in anger, which is unable to test Stevie Borza. Aluko. Monga. Christiansen. Page. Nicely done by Monga. And on he goes. Aluko. Page. Leicester are up and running for pre-season. And it's the young guns who have got them going. Louis Page sweeps into the net. After excellent work from Monga and Alves and others, the Foxes lead by a 1-0.
Yeah, fantastic. Just that last 5 minutes or so, you could see them banging on the door. Leicester, they were really putting the pressure on that Peterborough back line, and it's paid off now. Obviously, good feet there by Monga.
Yeah, arriving at Seagrave earlier this morning almost felt like the first day back at school for some people, returning to their place of work. Of course, the players have been in since last week doing double sessions most days, but for staff members to return here after a bit of time away, whether that be on their holidays or just working elsewhere, nice to see smiles on faces. Lisby, Yonvien. Good save, Borza. First save that any Leicester keeper has had to make in this game so far. Lofted back in towards the young keeper, and he palms it over the top for a corner. He's not had a great deal to do, but what he has done is stayed focused. Peterborough United error. Low towards the near post. Flicked around the corner. Headed on by Aluko. It's returned to the area by Justin. Straight into the arms, though, of the Posh keeper, Bilokovic. Still Leicester 1, Peterborough United 0 here in pre-season. In competitive fixtures, there have only been 18 meetings between these two sides. The game's split exactly between 20th and 21st centuries. They're also split 50-50 in terms of results. Both sides having won 7 apiece, 4 draws. Well, it's given away by Buba Soumare. This is a good chance for Peterborough, and they've struck the outside of the frame of the goal. And Chris Conclark can't turn it home either, as it's spun back out to him. Well, Leicester let off the hook there. Sumare let off the hook. It's still 1-0.
Yeah, there's probably a chance that they should be scoring there. Rattles it across the bar. I think, yeah, like you say, Leicester do get away with that one, and it's just in the build-up play, just a little bit sloppy, but it's obviously to be expected at this stage of the season, pre-season. There's going to be mistakes being made.
And there's another one from Borza, who's gifted it straight to Con Clark. And he needs no second invitation to dispatch into a vacant net and give Peterborough United their equaliser. A debate which has been raging on over the last couple of years, that some managers, some coaches, obviously you don't want to see your players making mistakes, but as long as they're trying to do the right thing in terms of style of play and patterns, then they don't mind it as much. It's when mistakes come, perhaps doing something against the grain, away from what they're used to doing.
Yeah, I think for me there's a balance. I think you don't want to become too obsessed with playing out as we just watch this build up.
Silko Thomas has gone over. Louis Page is scoring again. Well, Leicester have found their way back in front, and it's through the same young man, Louis Page. Well, there was a nasty challenge on Silko Thomas. The referee decided to play advantage. It was the right decision. Build-up continued on the right-hand side, and it was squared for Louis Page, who just opened his body and steered it into the corner. And it's 2-1.
Yeah, lovely pick out by James Justin there on the right-hand side. Just squares it. And Louis Page just arrives in good time, and it's a lovely finish off his left foot.
Opportunity maybe for Silko Thomas. One-on-one with Mendonça. Silko Thomas, that's a beauty. What a finish on his left foot. And that should wrap up the result for Leicester here in pre-season. Well, he didn't score a single goal on loan against League One opposition last season when at Wigan, but maybe he's been saving them all up, because that was a stunner.
Yeah, fully deserves it. Obviously the great finish at the end of it, but the work that he put in just before that to force the mistake from the centre half, and then to go again. Ball gets played through to him and composes himself, and it's a lovely finish with his left foot.
There's always someone in pre-season that scores an absolute worldie. Always someone. Maybe it might be this time Silko Thomas. There's always a game or two where someone pulls out a special one. Well, that brings the curtain down on Leicester City's first pre-season outing of 2025-26, and it's a winning start. Minutes in legs, but also a result to match. All of the goals coming in the second half. Louis Page, the young midfielder from the under-21s, he provided 2 of them, opening the scoring with a sweeping left-footed finish before Posh equalised through Chris Con Clark, who was gifted an opportunity by goalkeeper Stevie Borza. But a tidy finish into the other corner for Louis Page made it 2-1, and then Silko Thomas wrapped things up with an excellent strike into the top corner right at the very end of the day. All in all, Mark Albrighton, a good exercise for Kingy and those players.